Good evening to those who listen. It's March 27th, 2024, 11:23 p.m. This is the Abraham Accords that was signed on September 15th, 2020. Now, Steve Fletcher put out that video that from the time the Abraham Accords were signed to Friday, so Good Friday, which is 2 days, less than 2 days now, really. And the time between the two dates was 1290. Now, I'm not saying any of this because I don't think it's going to happen because we're literally 2 days away and they haven't started the daily sacrifices yet. Unless they did in secret somehow. So that's why I'm throwing it out there just in case. But what I'm trying to put out here is that if, there's a lot of ifs here now. So there's a lot that has to be in there. But if somehow they were already doing the daily sacrifices, actually the daily sacrifices would have had to start. Gosh, how would that, let's see. For the 1290, it would be there. So yeah, they'd have to have already been doing the sacrifices this week. So the daily sacrifice piece, it's the midpoint, unless I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But the Bible says that he will sign a covenant with many. This really isn't many, so that's another thing I don't think it is either. But I'm just throwing it out there now. There was a lot more that joined afterwards, but the original signatures were from 4 people. A former president, Benjamin Netanyahu. There was 2 other signatures from Bahrain, their leader, and don't even ask me to try to pronounce his name because it's like totally crazy long. Here it is again. Bahrain, the Bahraini foreign minister, and then the United Arab Emirates, the Emirati foreign minister. So those 4 people signed it. So the one thing I was looking at here, which is kind of strange to me, so we got the former president down there. That's his signature, Benjamin Netanyahu, and then the other 2 leaders. Now, if you turned this upside down and you looked at the signatures then, right here you can see there's 2 6s. I don't know if there's a third 6 in there that I'm not seeing. Is there possible there's 6s in here or in any of these? You could maybe. So anyway, if by some chance that they already did the red heifer sacrifice, and then they already see the whole thing is done, everything would have had to been done in secret, and then we would just be finding out in a couple days. But if that was true, that means the daily sacrifices would have started, yesterday. Wow. But just throwing this out there, it's probably not it. But just in case, maybe somebody can come up with something from this too. But it was the 1290 days from the time of this, when this was signed, the Abraham Accords, to Good Friday. It's probably not it, but anyway, I don't know. Anyway, just everybody be alert. Just be, there's lots of stuff going on. And Good Friday starts everything. It starts all the possibilities of all the days. One of these days coming up could be something. And then we got, of course, Easter, Resurrection Sunday. The week after is Passover. And then the eclipse. And then Pentecost. We got the 40 days, Nineveh's, the sign of Jonah, the 40 days. The cicadas, the devil comet, planets lining up, another star, might supernova, Beetlejuice might explode. It's like, what the heck's going on around here? Lots of stuff going on. And, I don't know, it's hard to try to figure out, anything, because there's so much that, a lot of people are trying to look into this, and, there's a lot of stuff that does fit, but I don't know. Everything would really have to take place really super fast. With eclipse, there's that's another weird thing too. The government is out. They're not in session until, of course, April 8th. But are they actually going to be in office that day? Good question. Are they going to be in the bunkers? Possibly, maybe. So, I don't know. Just a lot of stuff to think about. But, the main thing that I think we can do and should do is, pray for discernment on this. I've been praying for a lot of discernment, and I'm not really getting anywhere. There's a lot of information, but I don't know if it is actually going to, be these dates that something happens. A lot of people say, oh, this could be the rapture. It can't be the rapture because we don't know the day or the hour. So that's the only thing about that. It could be the start of the tribulation, could be the midpoint of the tribulation. Maybe it's just something else. I don't know. We gotta keep looking, but we got a lot of stuff going on. I still got a lot of stuff to look into. The bridge collapsing, the bridge getting hit. It's all just a lot of weird stuff. The bridge, the Francis Scott Key, he wrote the Star Spangled Banner in 1814 after the War of 1812. And 1812 was when the earthquakes of the New Madrid Fault happened. So right after the earthquakes happened, then the war started. So it's a lot of crazy stuff. And if you have any more information, please throw in the comments. We're all trying to just figure this out together. I'm not saying any of this, but if there's a lot of ifs. But one of these people here could be the Antichrist. Just throwing that out there, possibly. But again, we don't know for sure. It all depends on the timing. For the timing for one of these to be the Antichrist, the sacrifices would already have to be going. So that means the red heifer sacrifice would have already happened. But then where's the rebuilt third temple? That hasn't happened, at least I don't think, unless that happened in secret too. I've actually heard where they have like underground, where they have everything already ready. Maybe they already did all that stuff and then they're not going to announce it till after the fact. If that happens, then yeah, I don't know. I don't know how all that could fit in here. But I'm just trying to just come up with stuff, just throwing stuff out there. Because we know that the Antichrist signs a covenant with many. Is this the covenant with many? I don't know. I really don't think it is. But if it was, then that means the sacrifices have already started. Which, if that's true, then it has to be done in secret. And then there was more people that signed later on, but, this was the original Abraham Accord signatures. And I know a lot of people thought he might be the Antichrist, or possibly Netanyahu. I don't know about these two. I don't know nothing about them. Thanks for watching. God bless.